General networking, network fundamentals. What do you mean I have to know Microsoft? Part 2. We are going to talk about permissions, shared folders, mapped drives, and how it all works in Microsoft operating systems. I'm pretty sure you have seen that before. You want to access a shared drive, a server, a file on your network. It is a good idea to understand how it works, and I will show you a few tricks and things that you can use to troubleshoot if you cannot connect to a shared drive. As you can see on the screen, Microsoft they introduced file sharing system solutions a few years ago to make it much easier. And of course we can map a drive as well. It means that you don't have to type your shared location every time you want to access it. You can have an X drive, Z drive, P drive, whatever name, whatever letter you want, and then you double click and you can connect to it. Let's take a look at my PC here. As you can see here, I have network locations, and one of the things that is available here is my NAS server. When I double click on it, it will ask me for a username and password, which I'm going to type now. In many cases you don't have to do that if you have permissions, you're joined to the domain. And now I can connect to this folder. How was it done? This is a mapped drive. It means that I clicked here, I entered the network location, server name, in my case it was NAS, and then whatever I want. Sometimes it's just NAS, and then it will map to the main folder of this location. It's very simple. If you want to test it, you can go to Run and just type it here, NAS, and then it will open everything that is available under this NAS location. You can say, okay, I am interested in users. Now what you can do, you can right click here and copy address as text, and take a look what's going to happen. If you do that and you go and map a drive, you can paste it and you will have this exact location. It's especially good if you have, a lot of folders inside. Let me go to NAS again. For instance, I go to i5, and that's not a good example. Users, admin, let's say that's good enough, yeah? There are 3 folders. Now I copy that as text, map network drive, and I have the full path available for me. Very easy, and it will save you a lot of time, and of course there are no mistakes when you type that in this field. It's really important to tick that box, reconnect that logon. It means if you reboot, and then you can specify a username and password if it's not the same that you use when you log into Windows. When you type your username and password, you can specify another one. Now in Windows, that's how you map the drive. In Windows we have share permissions and NTFS permissions. There are 2 types. We're not going to cover everything that we can discuss. This is, 3 or 4 sessions in Microsoft training. The idea is that you can share a drive, give it share permissions and NTFS, write-read permissions, and they're independent. And that is really important, that both share and NTFS permissions will be taken into consideration and the more restrictive permissions are applied. Let me connect to my management PC and we will share a folder and show you how it works. Let's say you want to share a folder with your friend or with, I don't know, somebody on your network. Let's create a new folder. Let's call it test share. And here we have sharing and security. We click here sharing, and you can click on share. You can specify people who will have access to it. It can be a group, it can be a user. You can say everyone. Let's add everyone. And now you can say if it's read or read and write. Let's go for read and write. Okay. You can go to advanced sharing and you will have more options when you do that. Security, it shows you NTFS permissions. As you can see, everyone will have, that's not a good idea, have full control, because full control means that they can change this screen as well. Of course, you can be more specific and create a user locally, or if it is in Active Directory, then it's on a server. That's it. Let's test it. Let's type the IP address 172.16.1.199. It's asking for username and password, which is user Cisco, and here it is under, that was desktop, test share. Let's copy the address, and now I will have a direct link to it. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, I will go there directly. New test. Okay, let's do it again. But this time I want to create that in the root folder of the C drive. Let's just create a new folder here. Test 99. Properties. Share. And this time what we're going to do before, we're going to create a local user. Okay, a new user. Maybe you don't want to give your username and password. Let's create a new user then, yeah? User accounts. You can do it from here. I don't like this screen, but that's the easiest one. You can go to manage your PC. Let's do it that way. Let's make it more professional. You go to manage. You can manage your computer from here, user accounts. You have access to device manager, all these things from that screen. Here you have your users. That's how people create accounts. Let's create a new user. Let's call it test99. Test99. Password, of course, Cisco. Okay, and this account is just a user. This account, it's really funny, it's a user, it's just a name, is an administrator. It means that test99 is not a local administrator. That's good. That's what I want. What I want to do, I want to add test99. I know you all go, oh, you could create it from here. I don't like it. I like to create it first. Test99, add. I want to give him a read and write. Now go to security, test99. Let's get rid of full control. It is okay to modify read, write, and so on. Looks good. Yep, let's test it. That is test99. It will remember my name now. I'll show you how to fix it. We type net use 172.16. It is D to remove 172.16.1.199. That was removed. Let's try and map the drive now. Cisco. Okay. It's working now. Let's test it. Let's create a test document. That's fine. Let's put some text inside. Make sure that you can modify a file as well. Make sure you can delete a file. Test everything. That's how you map a drive. If you want to remove it, you can do it from here, and you can do disconnect. Again, the command that I used to remove it was net space use. If you type net use, if I spell it, it will show you all shared folders. And you have a few options available. Play with them. You can map a drive using a batch file. Net use device password. You can remove that as well. That's what I did to get rid of this shared session and everything that was created. In this video we talked about permissions. I showed you how to share a folder in Windows and how to fix an issue. I want to show you one more thing that is a nice trick that you can use if you want to access something that is called administrative shares, hidden shares. Let me show you that. If I type 172.16.1.2, that's my server. I'll be asked for a username and password. That's fine. I'll do that. I can see shared folders. I cannot see the C drive, for instance, and maybe I want. C drive is not shared. Or is it? What I can do that. I can see the C drive. C dollar is sometimes called an administrative share, a hidden share that drives will have in Windows, and you can access it that way. Tip of the day. Thank you very much.